And that's one thing, you know, you take every opportunity to learn it, or else you're not gonna learn. Just like the English grammar, you have to learn each letter. Unfortunately, we only have a semester. With your English grammar, you have the whole 2 years. Okay. So right now, I would like to encourage you to get again a piece of paper.
I've been
I've
been trying to learn like the strokes, how to start. You know, and I've been looking online and trying to find something that I can find something that will illustrate it, you know.
how to do the
Properly,
strokes.
yeah.
Well,
You know, like stroke 1, 2,
yeah.
3.
Well, there are some prescribed strokes, but as for me, I would like you guys to learn it by your own. Like for example, some would write hey. You know how we write hey, right? Like that. Some would write, if I don't know if you have noticed this already, some would write it like this.
Yeah, because there's a more modern.
Yeah. So, like what I said, try to familiarize yourself with the book form first, and then we'll go with all the deviations later on.
Yeah.
Or else, if we keep them all in shambles, we're not going to learn
that's
anything.
right, yeah.
That's
That's good.
So, for now, with your piece of paper, just like in grammar school, try to learn to write your name using the Hebrew characters. Right? Meaning you have to write it from, not like the English way, but Hebrew way, from right to left. Okay? So this is kind of like a practice, but later on I'm going to give you an examination, which I hope that you guys are really practicing your Hebrew.
So just our name or last name?
Your full name. Just like in grammar school, you write your first name, and then your last name, or if possible, you write your middle name if there's a middle name.
Oh.
Okay? And please no copying of names. Alright. There's some among you here, I believe, will be writing their names so easily, even without looking at the book. Because I assume that you guys have looked your names in Hebrew. Just like David, yeah? Benjamin, or Yohanan. Juan,
I know it's Johanan, but I don't know how to write.
okay, so you can look on the key letters. You can try to look at it. But I would suggest, if you can avoid looking on the letters, try to avoid looking at them. So write them in your own, by the way you understood and learned it. Okay?
What do you want us to write?
Write your name. Write your name, meaning from right to left, using Hebrew symbols or Hebrew letters.
So right to left?
Yeah.
I know.
From right to left, because that's how Hebrew is being written.
So are we writing it opposite? Like, let's say my name is Brian, right? So I write N for the.
No, as you read it, like for example, Bob, as in.
Oh, okay.
As in Brian, you go like this. Just like you were writing it.
Yeah.
And I know Benjamin can write his name properly.
I just spoke Ben.
just like when I was in grammar school, I wrote my nickname instead of my full name, but I would like you guys to write your full name, right? Not the nicknames. There's no cheating here in the Bible school.
What's the name on R? What's the letter R?
Or what is the letter O?
R.
Okay, I'll give you keys about the vowels. Remember the vowels? Okay. Under a, but let's call this a consonant, okay? Let's call that a consonant. Under a consonant, you write write this letter T, small letter T. For an E, under a consonant, like that. Okay, for an I, under a consonant, like this. For an O, after a consonant, you write above, letter above, and that is on top. For a U, a consonant above, and a dash in the middle. Okay? So these are the keys for the vowels.
So for I, just write down that dot, right? Just a dot, or
Yeah, just the dot.
Okay.
Under the consonant.
so what would the consonant be? Like,
For example, Bri.
Bri.
Okay, so for example, your name is Brian,
Yeah.
right? So how do you write Bri or Bra in Hebrew? You can write Bara, right? Because remember, there are syllables. I know Brother David can write his name already. Let me see.
That's not know my last name yet.
Okay, this is Dalet. Right? And try to make this smaller than your consonant.
Like really small.
Like
Oh.
really smaller. Like as if it is invisible.
Okay.
Like really small. You can use the point of your pen. That's good if you're using a calligraphy pen.
Oh man, I don't know how to tell it.
No, just a share.
Just like that, yeah. Wow, you're starting to look like a scribe.
I'm growing the hair.
Alright, then write your name, just like, okay, say for example this is your piece of paper. It's your piece of paper. Write your full name on the upper right hand corner. Like the whole thing. Just like starting a test. It's like beginning an examination. Okay? Let me see how you write yours. Alright, that's good. Only that. This is not something that I told you. For the letter N, there's a, for the noon. See, there's a soft form, soft thing. That's when we use when your letter N is at the end of the word. You use the suffix or the
How you put
final
A?
form. So
N-I-A.
You go with A.
La A es abajo.
A is like the letter T at the bottom.
T. Pero pequeña.
That's A.
Yeah, yeah, that's it. Let's say what's the syllable that you're trying to spell?
L-A.
Huh?
L-A.
L-A, like Los Angeles?
Yeah.
La?
La.
Okay, so you go with Lamed, and
Oh, okay.
it's La.
I'm still stuck with I-A-N. A-N-I-A.
Pastor Holly, so for the Joanne, how do you spell it in
Yo,
Johanna.
Ha,
Double N or?
Na. Single N. Just for the purpose tonight, I want just to be able to pronounce your names.
So Y-O-H-A-N-A-N.
You see?
Because I did Cheryl, it's
Okay.
easier.
And that's- Very good, just like your husband. You guys are- yeah, you're one.
Is that
Yeah,
how you
you're
want? Okay.
one. How about you, Benjamin?
I'm writing Benjamin.
Benjamin.
Yeah. Oh, with
Ben, yeah, with the yud. Let me see yours. Okay, how do you read that?
Flavia.
Okay, pla is a double consonant. There's no double consonant in Hebrew. So you would probably write it pala. Pala, yeah, no. Okay, so write an A here, that small letter T. And the lamed is written this way. Where did you get that letter?
This one?
Yeah, the lamed.
F.
This is F, this is what?
This is the second one here.
What's that? Oh, So you just use one. So if you want to use, let's say, and then
I get this from
yeah,
this one.
yeah, yeah. So you go full pala, and then use b yeah
But
no
this is not gonna take this one.
pala la, because there's no such thing as pla in Hebrew. There's no two consonants together.
Oh.
Just like mark. You cannot put mark, but instead you can put marka.
What is the meaning of this?
This is fe, and this is ka. This is k.
No, this one.
This is f.
And this?
Oh, this long one is the final form. This right here is when it is being used as the last letter of a word.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so let's say for example, like what Juan had said, the letter N, instead of that, Juan, letter N, the last name, last N on the letter name.
So my name is like this. Is
Okay. Pala, because there's no pla. How about you, Ryan?
it's F.
I got D.
Okay.
This is the R. I got the R
Uh-huh.
right here.
But-
I'm just
so-
having a hard time with the vowels.
Vowels. Okay, so
I mean,
there's no two vowels in Hebrew.
Yeah.
So what's gonna happen is you're gonna use bara, and then yan.
Okay, so this is N right here. So this is B.
Ba, bara, ra, L.
Oh, okay.
R is rounded.
Yeah. That's what I got right here.
Yeah,
Got like all.
yeah, it's rounded. Except it's different from the dalet right here where there's corner.
Yeah.
So this is more readable if you make it rounded like that.
Okay.
The other one has a corner. That's a dalet.
Okay.
Okay.
So if there's no so what I'm saying is like in any word, like let's say if there's two vowels.
Two consonants together, it has to have a syllable. So it's instead of bra, it's para yan. Para yan. Yeah.
Okay.
Are you representing the O?
O is above with a dot on the top. This one.
One dot?
Yeah.
How do you write sign?
So for example, for no, labyan, no, you got your N, right? And then above with a dot. No. Labyan, no. Okay, what's that?
Sign?
Zion is
It's kind of skinny.
yeah, it's like above with a head. So you write it like this.
You don't know how big it might be.
Okay. So how are you doing? Let me see. Oh, okay. This representation, the reason why I wrote that is just in case you have a consonant and you say re, you remove the squares and you put your consonants inside it.
Oh,
Okay.
how is gonna be?
So like for example, ro.
Ah.
So how do you write the resh?
Right.
Resh is like a dal with a
Uh-huh.
round, right?
All round.
And then O
O is
is
right
above
there.
there.
Or
Ro.
not square?
The square is this part. I'm saying the square represents whatever kind of consonants or C, whatever consonants you put in there.
Oh, so this
Yeah.
is not how it spells.
Yeah. So remove the squares, remove all the squares, and put the consonants inside it.
The third vowel?
What's that?
Third vowel. The third vowel.
Vowel.
I.
No.
I is a consonant. Alright. I'll just write C for consonant.
Okay.
Right? Write C and then a dot at the bottom.
Of the
Just a dot.
So we pronounce my name Barayan. So that would be B-A-R-A,
and then Y-A-N.
Y-A-N.
Yeah.
So do I have to write Y on that, or I don't have to?
You can write Yod,
Yun, yeah. Barayan.
Yod, or the letter Y, which is a small.
Give this to him.
So for those that are fluent, they don't use the vowels, right?
No,
Barayan.
later on when you can read Hebrew words, these vowel points will be removed since you're already familiar with, like for example, I can erase this, right? Can I erase this,
Yeah.
right? I don't know if you guys can you see what it is? What is that? So we know that this is Dalet, this is B, and this is Dalet. So to familiarize ourselves with this word, you say Dabad, David, Dibad, or David. This is David. To those who can read, that's your name.
Just missing the.
That's your name. So, to those who can read Hebrew fluently, they don't use the vowel points anymore. Okay? Not to make you feel ashamed or to feel you guys guilty. They use the vowel points for those who are just learning the language. But we are learning, so we can use it, correct? Right? Okay? So Brother David, write your name on the board, please.
Oh, that's
The full name, of course. The last name.
the last name.
With the Ramirez.
Following this or just
Yeah.
how I can't remember.
So,
Tell me if he's doing it wrong, alright? See how he will soon become one of the scribes.
Wow, that looks good.
Oh,
Man.
see?
Wow.
Oh, Ramirez is not even fit up there.
Alright, so guys, eyes on the board. What do you notice here? So, Dalet with an A, Da, Bet with an E, Da, B, and another Dalet, Da, B, the V. Okay? Now, Resh, Ra, this is supposed to be M or Mem. Mi with an R again, Ra, Mi, Res. Okay? But, what do you notice about this?
It's not supposed to final one.
It's a final mem. So in other words, can you fix it?
The other one's harder, that's why I went down. The easy one.
You went for the easy one.
Yeah.
You go for a bug, and then a cup. Okay? Next, yeah. Okay, since you're racing.
You want to go next?
What is it?
For the bet, can he also use the vet to make it like the V?
Yeah.
Is that something?
This is actually, what is this? Is this a B or a V?
That's true.
What is it?
That is easy.
The-
What is it?
B.
It's a
B.
A B or a V?
It's
Ban.
a V, that's a
V,
V.
ban.
Vet, that's vet.
This is a V. Okay, now, now we're more. I'm so glad because we're moving forward. Like, for example, Brother David had introduced to us the final form of the mem. In fact, I was trying to avoid that, but since you guys are forcing me,
Yeah.
so let's go to it. Okay? This is excellent. This is perfect. Okay? Now, let's pronounce some words that I want you guys to pronounce. Okay? To some, they pronounce this as V. V. Your lips and the bottom of your teeth. V. Right? But in actual Hebrew, this is not a V. You just use your two lips together and like bubble, like V. V. That is not a, no, look at my teeth, it's not a V, but it's a V. Right? Practice it. V. Practice it. V. Alright? We have, yeah. The more spindle comes out, that's right. The V. The V. Say it. The V. The V. Yeah, the V. The V. Okay? Another one. This is funny, but I'll have you guys to learn it as early as you can. What is that letter? Alright. Say it. Yeah. In fact, Brian has mentioned it better. It's a ha. It's a ha. You wrote, there's a throaty sound on it.
Lachaim.
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 So swallow some saliva. Okay? So it's a ha. Ha. Okay, try to soften it a little bit before something comes out and lands at the neck of the neck of your chin, okay? So try to say it. Ha.
Ha.
Alright, it's not a ha. This is a ha. This is a ha. Or a he.
Ha.
Just like it's like when you're forcing an air to come out, it's a ha. Ha. Okay. The other one is a ha. 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 Like, yeah, it has to be rasping. Okay. Benjamini. Benjamini. Yeah.
Benny.
You can make it big if you want.
You gotta remember.
So let me see what's there. Oh, okay. So this is Ra, and it's Rose, and it's Zel. Zel. Yeah. Well, what is this that actually is better here.
Oh, okay.
So let's leave it out. This is a Ro.
Oh.
Rose Zel. Rose Zel. Okay, that's good. How about you, Yohanan?
Oh.
This is a cup. So you
This is here.
I see.
Yeah.
Now, with the yod, in order for this to become a yod, just like what you did with yourself, you put it down.
Oh, okay.
Yo, ha, and it goes further down.
Oh, longer.
Yeah, longer. That's the final end.
Okay.
Alright? So practice that with your last name.
Okay.
Let me see this, you guys. Scribes at the back.
This is my last name nonsense.
Let me see.
I just wrote.
So this is
Nonsense. So,
it tries to use the B. This looks like a ha. Oh. So you write the B with a little feet at the bottom.
This sounds like E.
Like a little feet. You can't see it here, but there's a little feet at the back there. So, ba, and then you put another E here for a yet. Bara, yan. and then the N extends down.
Oh.
This is the final
So
letter.
actually, it is
Okay, the last name?
Sound.
Latin.
Okay,
Jose.
M is connected,
So what is this?
right? And then with a Mo, and then an N, and then it's good. Okay.
So the taunt is right here, right? This is okay.
Yeah, yeah, the tub,
Taunt, yeah.
the tub, do we see the tub?
So this is the T.
What is this? What is this symbol? The tub is written this way.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Tan, so A, and then N. That's tan. Okay? Oh, bakit naging asawa?
Oh, he finished
Tapos na siya,
it.
tapos na siya.
I thought you told me.
Ay, ikaw na susunod, ikaw na susunod. Okay, good, good, good. Sige, yeah. Oh, look at that, see? There are scribes. There are scribes here at San Valley Foursquare Church. So, letter B or letter V?
Ben. It's Ben. Ben.
So, Ven, this is Ben, right? Since you're learning your name, okay, the daggers. Since I've never taught you daggers right before, but if you're writing your name, try to learn it. Like for example, I've never taught you the final letters, but if you're writing your names, try to learn it because I'm not gonna teach you everything here, because or else I'm gonna confuse you more. I want you to learn them by yourselves. The final form, the daggers, right, and the vowels. So read this.
Ben.
Okay, this is a symbol that I've never taught you, but Ben and his initiative had placed it there. What does this symbol represent, Ben?
I don't know where it's covered. It's an E. It's a
No,
no, which one?
the one at the road.
This one under. This one under.
Oh yeah, it's a silent vowel. You have to have consonant vowel. So they have a silent vowel or a silent consonant that you can just put in.
Okay.
That's a
Now, if I don't put that,
you break
how is
the-
it gonna pronounce? The same, Ben.
Yeah.
Right. So we're trying to right here at this point. We're trying to eliminate as much points or as much symbols as we can, so that we can simplify it. Right. So this is Ben, and what is this consonant?
G, yo,
Yod.
yeah.
Ya. Ben.
Ja,
Ya.
Yeah.
And then what is this?
M,
N. Ni. And what is this?
N,
And
Final N or final noon, right? And this. What is this?
yo,
And this above. What is that? On top. What is that?
yo.
yo,
Sank.
False.
How do you read this?
Yo, six.
How do you read this?
Yo. Oh. Well, because it's the Poland, right?
Yeah. This is above with a dot on it.
Oh,
yo,
Okay, so how do you read this? This is the one that I encircled.
yo.
Yo. And this.
Sonic.
Say. What is this?
Is that the silent
So-
the opposite of the
You wrote it in English form.
So let's say I take that.
Oh.
So what kind of vowel is necessary for this to sound say? What kind of vowel? An A. An A. So how do you write an A?
Jose.
But Yosei, because there's another yod at the end. Okay? Next. Explain this one.
Oh, okay.
So what is this letter?
Yod,
And,
Poland for O.
okay, so yo, let me write it down so that people can follow. Yo, and this is
And Hey. and
with
Pata.
with a
Which is
a,
So Ha.
okay,
And then Nun and Pata, which is Na. And then final Nun.
Nan, Yohanan, Yohanan,
Johanna.
yeah, with an A.
But
Now, how about this one? What is this letter?
I just thought
A.
Jose. I
Okay,
forget
so
that.
this, so this is O,
Let's go.
That's Ale.
and then,
and
and what is this? How does this?
Ayin. It's
Yeah.
a silent,
So now it becomes say, and it doesn't have anything.
so you can just take it out.
Yeah, just take it out. Or
Okay.
if by any chance there's a dot on it, it goes Yosei,
Jose.
Yosei, or Yosea, like Hosea, Hosea, right?
Why is that O?
Oh, because this is a consonant with a vowel and a dot on it. That's why it becomes a
Oh, so
consonant.
that's two. Right?
This is silent. Actually, this is silent. This aleph, this is silent. It doesn't have any sound. And with a vowel,
So you can put that wherever.
this is
It's like it,
this is seldom used because this letter is very important. It represents power.
Yeah.
It represents.
Oh,
So that's why you can mostly see this letter in the names of God, like El Elyon, El Shaddai. El is
It's signing, but it's.
with an aleph, with a lamed. El.
So it's only really used for God,
Yeah.
pretty much.
Yeah. So
So how
right
would you
now,
write our last name, Pastor Noni?
so right now it's a small letter God.
Yeah, little G.
What's that?
So how would you write our last name then?
Jose.
Yeah,
I would rather write it this way
that way. Okay.
because first of all I would try to avoid this letter
Okay.
to avoid confusions. Okay. So
Especially at a temple.
especially at the synagogue. There's no more temple. The temple is already broken twice, and it's already done twice. Okay?
Wow.
So next, brother Labiano is a very easy word, right? Labiano?
I guess you
Interesting.
I lost the pen.
Oh, I forget it.
Oh, sister has it.
No, I never. That's the one.
So once again, please try to familiarize yourself with the alphabet.
There's apps for the phone. That you can.
Yeah.
I was
There's
looking at them last night. It's like.
There's a translator. There's a translator. They sell the translator for like $100. But I would rather let you guys go through this
Yeah.
so that you will be ready to read them, even if you don't have those. You know, you cannot be in a situation where you have low batteries, or you know, you left it at home.
Brother's fast.
We got another scribe here.
Oh, there's that. Hey.
Wow, you guys are quick to learn.
Except me.
Okay, what is this letter, Fabiano?
F.
Okay. It would be nice.
Hey.
To some, it will be easier to remember F because it will look like a face.
Face.
It looks like a face going this way. And then what is this letter?
L.
Okay, so it's
Okay.
remember in Hebrew there's no double consonants, right? So what's gonna happen here? This is probably gonna be pala. And what is this letter?
B.
That's an N.
B will be vowel.
So
Oh, yes, be correct.
pala. Are you talking about the bed?
Then,
Yeah.
So okay.
uh,
One clue for you guys to be able to differentiate one letter to another. Always imagine a square. Okay, to differentiate the bet and the nun here. Okay. In order for me to write the bet, put down this for you, I need to fill out the square. But for a nun, I'll just only use half. Like that. So there's the big difference of a nun and a bet. Okay? So let's assume that this is good. Okay. That's why the letters look like a little fat because of the square thingy. This is more like a square. Okay, but this is good. This is right. So pala, B, A. What is this?
A.
Pala, B, yeah. Pala, B, A. And then pala, B. Because without this letter, this becomes pala, B, U.
Oh.
Remember, this is silent
Oh, yeah, it's silent. Yeah.
with a bob and then pala, B, O. So there's some missing letters here.
Oh.
And
The N, Labiano. And then this one, what is this letter?
España.
What is this letter?
S.
Oh, S.
Summit
E.
or sing.
S.
She.
How to write Samek? Anybody write how to write Samek?
Sadik.
Samek.
Sadik or Sadik?
Samek.
The one that's like
Okay, España, right? Now this is one rule because it starts with a vowel, right? So therefore, this is where we use the aleph.
Okay.
And then the Samek. S.
S.
And then what is P?
E.
Pa.
N.
And then
A.
and then the final N is longer. So that's why with an N, I want you to see this. This is very important. Remember I used half? It goes down below. A lot longer. So the final letters is longer. Or if you draw a line with all these letters, the nun goes down beyond. Okay?
So that's Espan.
Espana. Espana. Because
Because
there's a no N here.
no any.
Okay, but look, how about if I use this? Espan?
Yod.
Yeah.
But this is no. Yod.
Yeah. There's a yod, there's a letter yod, so Espan.
Yeah.
This is Espan, this is Span, and then yeah.
Oh.
Okay?
For pronunciation.
Rosal,
No.
You can do it.
you can do it, you can do it. You want to do it first?
No.
Because I understand it's ladies first. So. You can do it.
Encouragement. She needs
Yes.
encouragement. Come on, you can do it.
You can do it.
Ganas. Dice por el-
What way is this?
Kanan.
Oh, what happened with this pen?
Okay, starting. good. That's right. Raw. Raw. Try to read this. That's raw. Okay. So you need an S, a summit.
Yes.
Yeah, guys.
Yeah.
See how it's a little flat? Because it tries to fill out the square.
Okay.
But that's perfect. You know.
Yeah, let's say
Rosa Isela.
Yeah. Ro, ze, zel. Ren. Huh? So it has to be do. Okay, that's do. And then do. Okay, very good. See, now you can write your names in Hebrew. Okay, now try to read this. Okay, this is a resh. Now once again, a resh will be much easier to read. This is also a resh, right? That's a resh, but sometimes it can also be misinterpreted as a D because of this very small difference here. So for us being students, I want to so emphasize that little curve there. So you go like that, and more square than long, than standing up. Okay, so this is one. What do you notice here? She put it down here. What is that? It's a colon. It's an O.
Oh.
She, in her own way, removed the vowel because it sounds the same anyway. Right? That's an O. That's a colon. Okay. So ro, and this is
S.
what letter is that? What Hebrew letter is that?
Supposed to be the S.
Yeah. What is it?
S.
What is it? Samet. The Hebrew letter is Samet. S is not the Hebrew letter, alright? S is the English letter. The Hebrew letter is Samet. Now, for an S, okay, I would rather write it more circular to fill up the square. Okay, so rose, and this is very ingenious because she used the sayin. Sel. Now lamed. Now here's lamed. I should not write it. To distinguish the lamed from the other letters. Remember the square? We go beyond. And then
Outside.
so it's really way beyond out there, up there, the lamed. Okay? If I write zel, and if I write it like this, look, it's kinda, it can be read as a lamed, as a zel, but I would rather write it like this. Above the regular heights. Okay. So as I said, re. I cut it up a little bit so that the square squareness will only be half for letter nun. So ren and another dalet with an O sound, colon, and then N. How about the N? Because this is final.
It looks like a cup.
Yeah, because this is final, letter N. This letter N too, right? Because it's letter N, it goes beyond. Random, because it's final letter N. Alright, Yohanan.
Okay.
You're the last one, so I guess yours will be perfect. Perfectly written.
Okay.
I'm a rookie, so I get a
You can try, later on. What is the meaning of the name Ben Yamin?
Son of
Ben?
Son.
Ben is son, Yamin is what?
Right.
Right hand. Son, the right hand. Ben Yamin.
Benjamin.
What does the V mean? What does the V mean? The V mean? You should know that.
David is
They'll come back to me.
The rising star.
Any idea what the V means? Ben? You should know this. You already passed the subject, right? You have finished the subject, isn't it? No?
Oh, you have.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I don't remember. Because, yeah, it's not coming back to me.
It sounds like Greek.
This is a
Beloved?
Come on. The V.
So what are the other words with that?
I have a question. Are there any dialects of the Hebrew? Like for example, I mean, like Jesus spoke in Aramaic. Is that a dialect of Hebrew or
That was
The what? I'm sorry.
Aramaic? You know, like how, like he spoke in Aramaic. In Aramaic. Is that like a subtext of Hebrew? Or that's
Okay, this is how it is being derived. The Hebrew is an ancient language.
Okay.
Now, out of this ancient language, there are simultaneous languages that comes by it, inside. And actually, Aramaic is, I don't know if you can somehow basically derive the word Arabic from it.
Oh.
Right? Kind of like very, very close to each other.
Yeah.
So that's where it's coming from. So Hebrew, Arabic, Aramaic.
Aramaic.
Except of course for Greek, because Greek they sound Greek to me.
But that's more ancient than just regular.
Hebrew is another nation.
Okay.
Padam, Aram, the language where was
Aram, yeah.
Padam,
That's
Aram.
the Hebrew.
Where
It's the original Hebrew.
where
Yeah, in Aram.
Aramic,
Oh.
Aramaic.
But it's, if you say Ara, that's also Ara, Rab,
Arab.
or in the middle. Wait, let's read this.
He's the...
So, okay, so that's Yod with an O. Yo, Ha, how do you say this word? Ha, Nan. This is perfect. She went below the line, being the final name. Okay? And the Resh, okay? Because this is much closer to this, isn't it?
Yes.
Which is letter Dalet. Letter Dalet.
Yeah,
Okay? So try to make the curve. So Re, N. This is Dalet. This is the real Dalet, with a little foot in the back there. Now, if you are familiar with Hebrew, there's a phone inside. If you're familiar with Hebrew, you don't have to do this. In fact, this is enough, right? Because I know, for example, I know Juan, and I know Juan writes his Dalet this way. Therefore, that's not a Dalet. it's a resh. Right? So that's why this is perfectly written. Re, and, dalet with an O, do, on. Once again, perfectly written and below. Alright. Alright. Brian, give it a try. Take the book.
Okay.
I hope I'm not running trying to get my phone. Is that time right?
It's currently 8.
Nine.
Okay, go ahead. You still have the time.
Dang it.
If Brian was able to write his name, he has gone beyond all of you guys because he has been here in this class for just 2 times, right?
Yes.
Less than half the time as you guys did.
He's a fast learner.
Yeah.
He's
And
left-handed
he is the
too.
youngest, I guess.
Wait, he has an advantage because he's left-handed.
Oh, that's why. That's the reason why.
This is like Alibata. This reminds me of like Alibaba.
Alibaba.
Alibaba. Yeah, right. Arabic
Mm,
is, it's very similar in a way,
right.
right?
Did they write Arabic letters the same way?
No,
Right
no.
to left. But
Take note also that the Hebrew we're learning now is the Hebrew that they are using during the time of Christ and the early churches. There is Paleo Hebrew or the ancient Hebrew, which is more symbolic than the Hebrew that we're learning now. But we're not gonna go through that. We're learning
Those
the
are
Hebrew.
with the pictures.
The pictures, but the pictogram. But if you want to learn Paleo Hebrew on your own, you will notice that there are so many English letters that are so similar with them. Yeah. Now we have another future scribe here.
so, well, in the Tower of Babel, we all had the same language, no?
Yeah.
In the Tower of Babel.
Until the Lord, dispersed them, giving them each dialects.
Yeah.
It was Spanish back then.
Oh, that's a nice thing because before the Babylonian captivity, the language that they use is also Hebrew, right? The Paleo Hebrew. Paleo or paleontology, ancient or historic or dinosauric. Paleo Hebrew. So the beat means.
What does it mean? I won't forget this time.
I'm sorry, my writing is a little.
Oh, that's great. So explain it to us.
You said bara. This is
So the B.
Yeah. Bara.
This, to me, if I would like to correct this looks more of a ka, right?
Yeah.
So try to write it
Straight.
with a bend and a little feet at the bottom. That depreciates the ka in the bend. Okay, that's good. Right? Ba, and this is a resh. Bara.
Bara. Yan with a Y. Yan.
Yod is just
Yosh.
very little, smallest of the letters.
Okay.
Bara yan,
Young.
and then
Yeah. That's N. O.
ma, n,
Tong.
and then tan. Mon, tan.
Okay.
Your monton.
Yeah.
So monton is
Ryan.
with a column.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Right. So we can speak Hebrew now. We know with our accent.